Check, check. It's been a minute, but I'm right now in the bosom of nature, actually just up the road from where we live at. And the weather's been nice. Spring is here, the birds are chirping, the ducks are gliding across the water. Let me show you what we have just ahead. And what I wanted to do was, I brought the camera out just so I can take some shots of anything that stands out and catches my eye. Make a few videos of the scenic and landscape that is beginning to fill in, coming off of a longer winter. It gets barren, it gets dormant, but as you can see, if you can see through the camera, it's green, the trees are filling in, the flowers are blooming. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Nothing to be mad about. But I hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to update you on what's been going on with the podcast. There's a couple of episodes still in the pipeline. One I'm going to release this Sunday, and it'll be with Jessie. She talks about sobriety, she talks about addiction, she talks about her struggles with nicotine, with alcohol, and how she was able to deal with that addictive personality and what she found to be helpful along the way. Empowering herself, changing her mindset, changing her attitude, and with that, it was a change in lifestyle, it was a change of behavior. So she opened up and shared a bit about herself, her story, her journey, and what she's doing now. She has this community, this thought, this motto, honor your heart. And she explains what that means and the work that she's doing now as far as being of service to people, helping people, being supportive to anybody who's dealing with that currently, and building a community around that. Community, we all need community. Hula hoop communities, there is sobriety communities, there's hiking communities, there's communities on being active, trying to stay active, and you can try to be a lone wolf. There's a time and place for everything. There's seasons for everything. It's the way of the land, it's the way of earth. Time and place to be solo, to be on your own, to turn it inward, to reflect, to be in solitude. That's the only place, like Ralph Emerson talked about, is where you're going to hear the whispers of God, away from the traffic, away from the media consumption, away from the noise pollution, and just to be with self, be with your emotions, be with your thoughts, your intuition, and be open to what presents itself. Be open to what rises to the surface. I, for one, have been someone, whatever it was, but I was doing something to distract myself. I think we can agree that a lot of us are addicted to distractions. Who likes to be bored, not having anything to do, nothing to look at? Turn on the TV, you grab the cell phone, something to distract us. We drink a drink, smoke a smoke, pop a pill, you name it. And what I was trying to do, what I'm doing actually, it's, it's a drop in a bucket, but it is something. You have to start somewhere. 2 days, this is the second day. And I'll tell you, it seems like 2 months. And that just goes to show you where I was at with consuming. I'm talking about media blackout. 2 days. I was listening to an audiobook and they mentioned go 7 days without any media consumption. Don't dig into the news headlines. Don't turn on the TV. Don't scroll through your social media. Get away from those distractions. Media blackout. Plug out. Disconnect. And just bring it back home. Journal. Get out in nature. Take a walk. Take a hike. Take a run. Do some push-ups, some pull-ups. Get your hands dirty. Garden if you're able to. Create. Build. Do something. And disconnect and just keep away from any kind of outside distractions, because a lot of what we do, a lot of how we act, the way we conduct ourselves, who we think we are, is it really who we are, or is it because we've been influenced, persuaded, and conditioned by external stimuli? People around us telling us who we are, and so we take on that persona and we try to live up to that. Whatever we see trending, something hot, a hot topic, that's what we go after. That's what we feel we need, or is it? That's what we gotta do. That's what we have to participate in because, hey, it's popular, it's trending. So, right now, like I said, it's just day number 2, but damn, 2 days and I can see that urge, that itch to just want to pick up the phone and get on YouTube and see what's going on, what my favorite channel has posted. But keeping clear of that. Haven't drank a drink in, man, how many days now? We're talking about maybe over a month or so, and this is something that comes up a few times. You'll hear it in this next interview that I had, and I told Jessie, she was kind enough to be understanding and say, well, maybe that just means that this is something that needs to be discussed and talked about, and it's just the fact that it came up a few times with me and my back history, my backstory, being addicted to a lot of things and not having the majority of that in my life anymore, but still the alcohol has been something that it's been a love and hate relationship. I feel like I can have a drink here and there. Sometimes that turns into more, and I had an episode where after that happened, I felt like my body was telling me. That was a clue, that was a hint. And if you don't pay attention, you can miss the bus. And so I was paying attention, I was taking heed, and I decided to go a day without it, 2 days without it, 3 days, a week, a month. It's been maybe about 2 months or so that I haven't had a drink. And for the most part, I haven't even had an urge or a desire. One thing, something for me that has really been helping me is the breath work. This breath work has really been a game changer for me. 63 days straight now, if I look at my journal, and I'm able to confirm what I said. Going off the top of my head, I believe it's 63 days now of intentional, mindful breathing, different exercises, different sessions, sometimes shorter, sometimes longer. Breathing, breath work, that breath practice has been a game changer. And maybe I'll get a bit more into that. It seems like it's something that's starting to trend. It's starting to become a topic of discussion, or at least when I was, like I said, it's only been a couple of days, but when I was surfing the tubes, scrolling through the tubes, the algorithms, they pick up now is just so damn obvious. You click on one video, whatever it is, and after that click, it's showing you everything that has to do with that video you clicked. It's no longer a variety. It's just gonna start feeding you something that is linked to that video you clicked, whatever it is. So that was a little rant, but I was saying that to say, maybe it's the fact that when I was on YouTube and watching different videos, and naturally, because of this breath work, and there's one channel, in fact, that I follow with and find his channel to be a beautiful way to practice breath work. And his channel he has all kinds of exercises, longer sessions, shorter sessions, and his channel has been the one that I've been following along and doing my breathwork exercises in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon, whenever I have a chance. Sometimes I get 2, 3, 4 sessions in a day. I had one this morning. And so, where was I getting at with this? Oh yeah, and because of the fact that I'm going along and I'm looking at channels having to do with breathing, learning about breathing, the proper way to breathe, all of the benefits of properly breathing, from body, from psychological, from spiritual, emotional, addiction, you name it. The list goes on, and we can get into that. That's something I like to explore and talk about and to bring to light for anybody who may not be too familiar with the idea, the practice. But yeah, because of me going online and following certain channels that are really informative and have certain exercises to follow along when breath work is something that you're looking to explore. So with that, I get all of these channels and these recommendations on breathing. So I'm saying all that in a long-winded way to say that it looks like it's trending because that's what the algorithm's showing me at the time when I'm following these channels that are having to do with breath work and breathing. So breathe, breathe, breathe. We breathe every day. We breathe all day. But how many of us are doing it correctly? How many of us are connecting with the breath of life, the spirits? From it comes everything. So Yeah, there's a couple of interviews that are still in the pipeline. One with Jesse I'm going to release on Sunday. There's another one that I will be releasing the following week, and this is having to do with someone who dealt with trauma, with abuse, with sexual abuse, and everything that comes with that. Something that happened to him at a very young age, and these were memories that resurfaced later on in his life when he started to have body reactions, ailments, and certain pains. And then things started to surface. And what that did to him, how it affected him, and how he was able to find support, help with his recovery and healing in the psychedelic realm. How psychedelic therapy was a big help for him. So we're exploring humanity. We're still exploring that human side of things in a digital age when things are becoming more and more digitalized. Right now, I'm speaking through you only through the magical technology of the internet, the worldwide interwebs. So for all the good that it can do, use it as a tool. Don't let it use you. And don't forget that you're still a human, you're still unique, you're still an individual with talents, with gifts, with aspirations, with inspirations, with intuition, with creative thoughts, with critical thoughts. Use that. Don't outsource it to anything or anyone. You're the captain of your ship. We're gonna ride this thing out together. Those of you who are into this kind of thing, exploring human nature, growing, evolving, maturing, and embracing this unique human experience, the ups, the downs, the goods and bads. This is a story, this is a show, this is a novel, a drama with all of the flavors and tints of life. Comedy, a little bit of suspense, romance, action, and it's up to you to make of it what you want of it. Starts from within, it starts from you. Don't let nobody tell you any different where you are right now. If you're not happy with what you're doing right now, if you're not happy with the way things are going right now, if you're not happy with the way you're feeling about yourself right now, it's really up to you to make those changes. So, check in with us if you're up for the ride. We're gonna catch up. We're gonna do this again real soon. You all enjoy the rest of your day. Wherever you are, hopefully you're enjoying some good weather. Stay healthy, stay sane, and until next time, and very soon, peace.
Looking for a sign, to know I'm on the right road, to know I'm on the right road. No signs, ain't seen no signs since Jericho.